cuties, welcome back to another video. My name is Noemi. I am the creator behind n.r.b crafts, and as you can tell, I create Tumbler tutorials here on YouTube. So we are going to start off with um, putting some transfer tape on this Tumbler template. If you guys would like to purchase this template, I have it available in my Etsy shop. Um, this is kind of like a re a remake on a honeycomb. It's just a hexagon tumbler, and I am using this 30-ounce stubby from Craft Haven, and I am just going to make sure that it is aligned um, as best as I can onto my tumbler. And after that, I am going to start to peel off the backing of this template. So I'm just going to cut off a little bit, and I'm just to use it like as an anchor for the just to make sure I'm aligning everything correctly. So once I do that, I am going to start by applying this like I would apply vinyl when I do a vinyl wrap, similar to that. And after I finish this, I am going to be taking a Sharpie, and I am going to mark off all of the different sections that I'm going to have. I'm using um, 5 different elements, so I'm using 2 different color vinyls, 2 different colored glitters, and some foil. So um, I also had to cut out the hexagon pattern from some cat scratch sheets, so I went ahead and did that as well. Once I finished wrapping all of this on my tumbler, like I said, I'm going to take a Sharpie just to mark it off. And I did have the color coded template in front of me just to make sure that I was actually marking down the correct spaces. And if you choose to purchase this decal or this tumbler template, um, you will get it coded, so you know exactly what colors to use. Obviously, you can use whatever colors. You could create like a pattern. Um, it's just kind of how I made the template. So you will receive the color coded version. If you don't want it like that, obviously you don't have to use it like that. But I think this design came out really pretty. I have done this on a 24-ounce plump from the Steel Magnolia in the past, but since it was my first one, I did end up kind of messing up. And I'm just going to remove any air pockets in here. As you can see, I am just going to start by marking off, just kind of um, having or choosing where I want my glitters and my vinyl and my foil to be laid down. So just it's kind of just more of like where you want your items, or where you want like some of the elements. It just kind of depends where it is. I did try to kind of make it a little more sporadic, but um, with the pattern like this, it is a little bit harder. I didn't want to have a lot of the like same elements close together, but since it is like a round surface, it's bound to happen. So like I said, you can actually like customize this however you guys want. Um, I know some people have made like honeycomb uh, tumblers. It's not the same. They mostly use honeycombs like as peekaboos uh, or other items. If you guys would like to see a tumbler like that, let me know. I will try my best to recreate one and have it ready for you guys to go. And like I said, after I finish this, I am gonna start by going in with the cat scratch sheets that I am going to be using for this design. And as you can also see here, I have my two different colored vinyls. I have this burgundy one and the turquoise one. The burgundy one I got online, and the turquoise one I believe I got from the store. I don't remember where I got it, but I will try to find a similar color. Or you could always check out expressionvinyls.com and see if they have a similar color. And I am going to tape off the bottom of the tumbler here just so that I can have a straight line for when I go to glitter my pieces. I didn't want to have any like pokey bits or deal with any pokey bits for that. So as you can see, I'm going to remove that little first piece from the template. And if you guys would like to, you guys can spray paint your tumbler before starting this, like the wrap and all of that stuff, just to have like a base. I decided I wasn't going to do that on since it was like mostly glitter and not glitter, but foil and vinyl. So what I did, I just used my little mixture of acrylic paint with Mod Podge to apply my glitter so that it didn't have just like a bare base on it. So you guys have seen me do that before in some of my other videos. So um, yeah, you just mix a little bit of acrylic paint into your Mod Podge just to give it a little bit of color, so you won't have to always be going in with spray paint if you guys can't, or if you know the weather's bad or whatever. It's a great alternative to uh, do this on your tumblers. You just want to be careful and make sure you don't get streaks. So what I am doing here, for some reason my Cricut didn't necessarily cut it correctly, but I just kind of went in with my craft knife and cut around the edges of my hexagon. So that is what I am doing here. And I am just going to apply this all the way around on the areas where I want my foil to be. So that is the cat scratch sheets. I decided to do this first because once I remove that little backing, if I have to like glitter over it and I miss a section from the foil, it could possibly, the glitter could get stuck to that area. So that's why I did this first. And I'm not going to remove the backing or apply the foil right now. I'm just kind of giving myself an idea of where everything is going to go, even though I marked it with the Sharpie on the template. So you can mark your template before applying it to your tumbler, um, but I just kind of decided to go this on this route. um, so yeah, we're just going to apply the cat scratch sheet to all of the little sections where the foil is going to be, and then I am going to go in with my two colors of vinyl and apply those where they're going to be. So that's pretty much like all it is to this design. It's just a really fun kind of um my goodness, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. It's a fun way to create a tumbler that's not necessarily all in one like pattern, I guess. And if obviously, with this, if you're gonna do this type of tumbler, you can create the same design in different tumblers. This is great for like like say you need to make a lot of one certain tumbler. It's a great way to do that because you have a lot of the same materials. So obviously I'm not going to use this cat scratch sheet for the whole tumbler. Um, it is also like very elegant, I guess you could say, because of the fact that it is in a pattern. Depends, like, the colors that you use and whatnot, but you can make this really fancy or really fun. It kind of depends on how you're gonna be using the template and what colors and all of that. So I think this is a pretty fun design because you can recreate the same tumbler over and over, but you don't necessarily have to waste more materials than what you need because you already have everything. And even though the tumblers will look similar, everything is going to be in a different place if you recreate the tumbler like 2 or 3 times. So um, I just think it's a very versatile template. So, like I said, if you guys want to purchase this template, I have it down in my Etsy shop. I also have a couple new designs like that you could print out for decals and such. So, if you guys would like to check those out, make sure you head over to my Etsy and check those out. So, okay, so now after that, I'm just gonna do a little time lapse on the vinyl pieces because it's pretty much the same. You're just gonna pull off the template on where each of these colors are going to go and apply that little hexagon to it. So, I'm just gonna do that. And then I am gonna start by going in with some glitter. So I did choose some glitter to coordinate. So, um, I believe this glitter that I chose is called Arabian Night from Wildflower Glitter Co. So um, I will do my best to have it linked in the description so that you guys can go ahead and find it if you guys would like to. So, um, like I said, I'm just removing all of those areas where this colored glitter is going to go, and I am going to take my paint glue mixture and try my best to stay within those little areas of the hexagon that I took out. And um, yeah, just gonna go ahead and glitter these. Um, I believe for my turquoise glitter, I used the Sterling from Wildflower Glitter Co. To be honest, I can't remember the names half of the time when I'm doing these voiceovers, so I apologize for that. I will try my best to have them both in the description so that you guys can find them if you guys would like to choose these colors. And I did go ahead and do 2 coats of this glitter, and then I am going to remove those little extra pieces where my turquoise glitter is going to go. So I am just going to finish this off and then come in. And the reason I am going to remove that is because I don't want my Mod Podge sticking to the template piece that I am going to remove. So that way it's not going to lift any of my glitter. So like I said, I'm going to come in with that turquoise glitter and I am going to do double coats on each of these, waiting in between to make sure that they are completely dry. And I am also going to be doing a dry brush, um, just to remove any of the excess glitter. So, yeah, so I'll be right back. Alright, so now on to this foil piece. So I am just going to cut off a little piece, just kind of the width of those hexagons, and I'm not going to cut out a full sheet because that's just kind of wasteful. So I am going to remove the backing after I made sure that I dried brushed as much of that glitter off. And like I said, I did do 2 coats, waiting in between each color for them to dry. And this is basically like how I did the radiating um, diamond tumbler, if you guys saw that. Um, if not, you could go ahead and check it out. So I am just going to kind of rub this little section with this little clay tool, or this is actually one of the dotting tools that I got in the kit. So you could use that, or you could use, like the clay tool that has a little edge on it. And I am also going to try my best to apply um, this foil as best as I can. You can rub it with like that little section of the vinyl scraper. Sorry, brain fart. Um, so yeah, you can just kind of go ahead and make sure that you see where your um foil is being laid down, because if you don't lay down correctly, you could have some spots missing. So once I finished applying the foil to this, I am going to seal this with some clear spray paint, just so that when I go to epoxy this, none of that glitter is going to move or shift into one of my vinyl areas or the foil areas. So after I finish this, I am going to, like I said, seal it, and then I am going to epoxy it with 30 milliliters of epoxy. And then I am going to add a lot of vinyl work to this. So this is also one of my favorite things to do. I know sometimes people don't really like, like especially for us crafters, don't really like, having to do a lot of tedious things, but this is one of my favorites. It kind of just relaxes me and keeps me, from doing other things I shouldn't be doing. So I am just going to go around in each of these little hexagon areas, and this is also what I love about this template. It is so versatile, and you can make it into whatever pattern, whatever glitters you want to use. If you just wanted to use like a whole bunch of glitters, you could use a whole bunch of glitters and then just separate it each with the vinyl pieces. So I am just going to finish this off, and I am going to apply, I believe I applied another 30 milliliters. Like like you guys know, I sometimes resin in batches, so I I can't necessarily give you exact measurements, but usually what I do is I mix about um, you know, a couple more milliliters than what I need. So for like a 40 ounce, I'll do 50 milliliters sometimes, and whatever is left over, I can just put it into a mold or something. So um, the resin doesn't go to waste. So after this, I am just, like I said, I am going to epoxy it. Since it is a gold vinyl that I am using on here, I can also seal it with Quick Coat from CCDIY, just so that none of my little gold pieces left. And yeah, so you want to do that before, obviously, so you don't have any lifting to your vinyl pieces, because even though it is tedious, it would be a pain to have to redo everything all over again. So that is the video for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Um, if you guys would like to check out my shops, I am going to be adding some of the tumblers that I have made in the past, so keep an eye out for those. Also, if you would like to check out my Etsy and download this template or any of the other templates that I have, feel free to check that out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time with a brand new video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share, turn on your notifications, all of that fun stuff, so you guys will never miss a video of mine. Um, I try to keep you guys updated with posting as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!